The ancient wisdom of Stoicism has been an absolute game changer in my life, and I believe it can do the same for you. The principles of Stoicism continue to help me master stress with wisdom and resilience. Imagine a life where challenges become growth opportunities, and adversity fuels your inner strength. That's the promise of Stoic habits. Stoicism is a philosophical school of thought that originated in ancient Greece. It gained popularity in ancient Rome. Famous Stoics include philosophers like Zeno of Citium, Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius. Man conquers the world by conquering himself, Zeno of Citium said. Stoicism offers a practical and ethical framework for living a virtuous and content life. Stoic habits allow us to cope with stress wisely and find meaning and purpose in the face of adversity. Stoicism is not about suppressing emotions or pretending stress doesn't exist. It's about arming yourself with practical tools to face stress head-on to transform it into a source of strength. A Stoic is someone who transforms fear into prudence, pain into transformation, mistakes into initiation, and desire into undertaking, says author Taleb Nassim Nicholas. If you are tired of feeling overwhelmed by the constant stressor of modern life, practice some of these habits one day at a time. These ancient teachings, adapted for our modern world, will empower you to cultivate resilience, find clarity in the face of chaos, and embrace life's uncertainties with a sense of purpose. Practice mindful acceptance. I've learned to accept things as they are rather than wishing they were different. It's like saying, "This is the hand I've been dealt, and I'll play it to the best of my abilities." It's a simple shift that works wonders for reducing stress. Don't sweat the small stuff. Stoics teach us that most of what we stress over is trivial in the grand scheme of things. So, I ask myself, will this matter in a year? If not, I let it go. You should try it too. It lightens the load. Seek silence in nature. Spend time in natural settings away from the noise of modern life. Whenever possible, I escape to the outdoors to clear my mind and find solace in the beauty of the natural world. Try it. Nature provides a serene backdrop for contemplation and stress relief. Challenge your assumptions. Often, stress arises from assumptions or false beliefs about a situation. Take a step back and question your thoughts. Are they based on facts or assumptions? Self-examination can be an enlightening habit to handle stress wisely. Develop resilience through adversity. Tough times are like a workout for your soul. I found that facing challenges head-on has made me stronger and more resilient. Remember, the obstacle is the way, as the Stoics say. Practice daily reflection. Take a few minutes each day to reflect on your actions and reactions. It's a bit like a mental debrief. I found this habit helps me stay centered and improve over time. Give it a shot, and you'll see progress. Practice the view from above. Imagine viewing your life and problems from a cosmic perspective. It's a simple exercise that can help you see the insignificance of daily stressor in the grand scheme of the universe. Cultivate inner equanimity. Strive for inner calm and composure in adversity. The state of emotional balance can be your anchor when stress threatens to overwhelm you. No man is free who is not master of himself, Epictetus said. Embrace eudaimonia. Eudaimonia, often translated as flourishing or fulfillment, is the ultimate Stoic goal. Make it your life's mission to pursue eudaimonia, and stress will fade compared to your inner fulfillment. Accept your mortality. Reflect on your mortality regularly. The awareness of our finite existence can motivate you to make the most of every moment and minimize stress over trivial matters. Embrace detachment from outcomes. Cultivate a mindset where your actions are driven by virtue, not by a desperate desire for specific outcomes. The detachment can reduce anxiety over results. Practice negative visualization. Occasionally, imagine the worst-case scenarios for situations you fear. This practice can help you become more resilient and less stressed when challenges arise. Embrace discomfort. Stoics believe that growth often comes from inevitable pain. So, I challenge myself regularly, whether in my work or personal life. It's a proactive way to build resilience and adaptability. Practice gratitude rituals. Create daily or weekly rituals where you express gratitude for the blessings in your life. Gratitude rituals can shift your focus away from stressor. Cultivate the virtue of courage. Courage is a cornerstone of Stoicism. Face your fears and challenges head on, and you'll find that courage can diminish stress. Recognize the impermanence of desires. Understand that desires and cravings are fleeting. It's a simple acknowledgement that can reduce the stress caused by unmet desires. Embrace your vulnerabilities. It's okay to acknowledge and express your feelings, even if they're uncomfortable. Vulnerability can lead to emotional release and reduced stress. Savor life's simple pleasures. Take time to fully experience and appreciate the simple joys in life, whether it's a warm embrace, a delicious meal, or the laughter of loved ones. Focus on things in your control. When I feel stressed, I remind myself of what I can't control, external events or other people's actions. I focus on what I can control, my reactions and decisions. Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens, says Epictetus. Limit news overload. In this age of content abundance, I found setting boundaries on information intake crucial. Too much news and social media can overwhelm you. Take control of your information diet, and you'll reduce unnecessary stress. Maintain perspective. I remind myself of the bigger picture when stress starts creeping in. Most problems are more manageable than they initially seem. Keeping things in perspective helps me stay calm. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality, Seneca said. Develop a Stoic mantra. This too shall pass. Focus on things in your control, and the obstacle is the way, are three of my favorite Stoic mantras. They are anchors that keep me grounded. Find your own phrase that resonates with you, and use it as your mental armor. Embrace Stoic role models. Identify historical or contemporary figures who embody Stoic principles and draw inspiration from their lives and actions. Embrace impermanence. Stoics remind us that everything in life is temporary, including our troubles. When you realize this truth, it becomes easier to endure difficult times and not be overwhelmed by stress. Laugh often. Laughter is a natural stress buster. Find humor in everyday situations, watch a funny movie, or spend time with people who make you laugh. Laughter is your ally in the battle against stress. Disconnect regularly. Take regular breaks from technology and the digital world. It's refreshing to unplug and disconnect from the constant stream of information and notifications that can add to your stress. Accept imperfections in others. Just as you accept your own imperfections, extend the same grace to others. Recognize that people will have their flaws and quirks, and this acceptance can reduce interpersonal stress. Seek inspiration from things you normally ignore. Find sources of inspiration, whether it's through art, music, or literature. These moments of inspiration can lift your spirits and provide a much-needed break from stress. Learn to let go. Sometimes, the best way to handle stress is to let go of situations or people that no longer serve your well-being. It takes courage, but it can be liberating. Focus on quality over quantity. Apply the Stoic principle of less is more to various aspects of your life. Concentrate on a few meaningful relationships, activities, and possessions rather than spreading yourself too thin. Practice non-attachment. Avoid becoming overly attached to outcomes. Embrace the idea that your efforts are more important than the results, and you'll be less affected by disappointments. Embrace amor fati. It means love of fate in Latin. It's about embracing everything that happens in life, good and bad, as necessary and valuable. This mindset shift can transform how you perceive stressor. Meditate on your mortality. Reflecting on the impermanence of life can help you appreciate each moment and reduce the stress caused by trivial concerns. I cannot escape death, but at least I can escape the fear of it, Marcus Aurelius said. Learn from nature. Nature is a Stoic's teacher. Observe the natural world and draw lessons from its resilience and adaptability. It can provide valuable metaphors for dealing with life's challenges. Study adversaries. Stoics often studied their adversaries and critics to gain perspective. Examining opposing viewpoints can help you understand different perspectives and reduce the emotional intensity of disagreements. Foster resilience in children. If you have children, impart Stoic principles to them. Teach them emotional regulation, self-control, and the importance of virtue from a young age to equip them with tools to handle stress. Disconnect from drama. Avoid getting entangled in unnecessary drama or conflicts. Stoics advocate for peace and tranquility, and disengaging from petty disputes can preserve your mental and emotional health. Face fear head-on. When faced with fear or anxiety, confront it directly. Identify the source of your fear and take deliberate steps to address it. This action can diminish its power over you. Find joy in the simple things in life. You can find happiness in life's simplest pleasures. Take pleasure in a beautiful sunset, a warm cup of tea, or a heartfelt conversation. These moments can be powerful stress relievers. Maintain a Stoic circle. Surround yourself with like-minded people who share your values and Stoic principles. Their support and perspective can be invaluable in your journey to handle stress. Maintain a Stoic reading list. Keep a list of Stoic texts, quotes, or passages that resonate with you. When stress arises, refer to these teachings to ground yourself in Stoic wisdom. Choose your battles. Not every battle is worth fighting. Prioritize your energy and effort on the issues that truly matter to you, and let go of trivial conflicts. Remember, Stoicism is not a rigid doctrine but a flexible philosophy that adapts to your unique circumstances. These habits are not just about handling stress wisely but about living a more fulfilling and meaningful life. So, make them a part of your daily routine, and you'll not only navigate stress like a Stoic but also find greater happiness and resilience.